What's the deal, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Next Gen 720. Yes, and I'm back with another video. Listen, I haven't done a video in about 3 days. Not to fear, not to worry. Your boy has been working on something really big. Let me close me in the background. Working on something really big, big to me. I am what you call a underachiever. The reason why I say that because I have all the ideas in the world and I never do anything with them. You know what I mean? But shall I digress? Like I said, I've been doing a video in about 3 days, 4 days. I didn't even do the multiplayer podcast yesterday because you guys are gonna. I mean, not to you'd be surprised, but I have something I'm probably going to announce maybe today or maybe tomorrow. Bring you. I haven't even been streaming. I love to stream, live streaming, doing this. The live. I haven't been doing that. 'Cause your boy been back here working. And look, listen, you hear me? How much better than I did before? I told you guys I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Way, bad car accident. Your boy was concussed. My speech was slurred. Couldn't feel my face. Like shit was crazy. But anyway, as my man said, wait and refresh the page. I'm live. I don't know what you said. He waiting. But anyway, I told you guys something a while ago, and it may ring true. Um, some of you guys still don't believe me, but when I tell you guys I know somebody that knows somebody within the industry, like I said, since I've been doing videos or YouTube or this part of the gaming community, I've met several people within the industry. You know what I mean? I'm not the one to like just the type of guys that how you say idol worship. It's not really a big deal to me. You know what I mean? I don't be tripping. Like I said before, all this is new to me. I never really cared about who made a game or a console. I don't look at those guys as celebrities. You know what I mean? Like I said, all this stuff is really, really new to me. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. But one thing, like I said, I heard before, and I mentioned this in the video, and some of you guys again, just it kind of went over your heads. I said when it comes to power, just we're not talking about games, we're just talking about again hardware. You know what I mean? Microsoft will never be outdone again. Not saying again, not saying that Sony's next console won't be a beast. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when it comes to power, Microsoft won't get outdone again. Now listen, I'm not talking about who got the better games or the better server. We're just talking about brute force power. And if a lot of you guys remember, or you may not remember, but the original Xbox was a very, very, very capable console. And it was held back by, of course, then the market leader was the PlayStation 2. Very, very powerful. And the direct, that's what the whole name X, the Direct X machine or console, whatever the case may be, had a very, very powerful GPU. You know what I mean? And then the 360 was again was a marvel for its time. And then the 360 came out. It was more, I'm sorry, the PS3, and it was more capable than that. It came out a year later. But the problem with the PS3, it was very, very hard to develop for. You know what I mean? The cell processor and stuff. Well, here's the 360, Mike. It was very easy to develop for. Round up, it is what it is, right? Now, moving on to the Xbox One. Now, again, whether some people are in denial, act like this never happened, but um, this generation itself, you know what I mean? This generation, right, has all been about power, resolution, and frames per second. Now, we're not talking about graphics, you know what I mean? But again, one thing we'll say, you know what, my graphics are better than yours, but this generation has been muddied with, 1080p, 900p, 720p. I get it, you know what I mean? And to Microsoft, real talk, you know what I mean? Like I said, the same thing about Nintendo. You never sacrifice the specs of your console to include a peripheral that may or may not take off. You know what I mean? Nintendo did that with the Wii U. They're even doing it in again with the Nintendo Switch. I'm not going to get into that conversation there, but you know what I mean. So what I heard, this is before the Xbox One S was announced. This is before, of course, again before anything Scorpio, anything that So when it comes to power, Microsoft will not be outdone again. You know what I mean? And then even crazy because Bill Gates did an interview on was it TED or one something, and he was asking him about the Xbox, and he said he basically was like, you know what I mean, like the Xbox shouldn't be second to anyone when it comes to power. You know what I mean? Like we're Microsoft, it's a blank check. You know what I mean? We can put whatever we want to in the machine. Now listen, I'm paraphrasing, but this is basically what Bill Gates was saying. You know what I mean? He was just, and remind you, Bill Gates has stepped down. He still gets, he's no, the dollar's running the company now, but he was basically saying like, Uh, we don't like the console, like like basically saying like, yo, like, listen, be easy. Like we can really take this thing over. Like, we can put whatever we want in the box with Microsoft. But again, so and also I told you guys, just the nature of the business, even with Nintendo, Sony, or whoever. Once one console comes out, they already start working on the next one or seeing what they're going to do, prices, and what the tech is going to be available for the time and pricing. It's just the nature of the business. They don't just put one out and just sit on their hands. Like you guys, what I was telling you about the R&D. That's and even that when we talking about it last year, it kind of went over a lot of you guys' heads. I was said the fact that what costs us more than just the hardware, the parts, or the R&D, the years to make sure the console doesn't overheat, just a whole bunch of stuff that goes into that. Research and development. What I mean, the R&D. So, shout out to my man Jessica from Windows Central. I'm quite sure everyone's seen the article by now. You know what I mean? Actually, I'll share my screen with you if you haven't already. You know what I mean? I'm share my screen with you. But they're talking about launch this thing again with 2019, 2020. Um, some Sony fans are saying that Sony is going to come out with the PlayStation 5 next year in 2018 or whatever the case may be. Which again, to me, it's a mistake. First of all, it's just the nature of business. Sony's really not interested in moving this generation forward. If we're still dealing with generations, the reason why I say that because the PlayStation 4 is selling extremely well. You know what I mean? Still selling extremely well. And then again, we got these mid-gen refreshes. You know what I mean? Now, last generation lasted about 8, 9 years, way too long. You know what I mean? They have the same hardware on the market for that years, and it kind of held gaming back. Just to be honest, even with the 360, just think about that. When they launched the Kinect, that was like they was launching the console all over again. You know what I mean? So that really, you know what I mean? So they didn't put out a new console. It was using the Kinect. It was selling like hotcakes. The 360 and the Kinect. But like I said, we got a mid-gen refresh from Sony in 2016. We get one from Microsoft in 2017. So when realistically, when will the PlayStation 5 or the successor to the Microsoft's Xbox when it's come out? You know what I mean? I said this last year. I won't expect something from Sony to about 2020. You know what I mean? They may show up the console in 2019, but I don't expect to see a console until at least 2020 on the market. See, fanboys are saying, well, it's just power, and it's not about the power. Again, it's about business. See, that stuff for the fanboys and the surface is about the business. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Again, putting out consoles or whatever, it costs us a lot of money. You know what I mean? And right now, Sony is making a profit on the PlayStation 4. They are. So at a profit. So they don't have an initiative, and it's still selling well. Now, if it dropped down to the sales of the Wii U, you know what I mean? Even when the Xbox when it X comes out, I do expect it to outsell the PlayStation 4. That's just me. You know what I mean? My opinion. It's nothing to do with me being an Xbox fan. Just going by what this generation has been about. This generation has been about having the better version of the multiplex. It hasn't really been about exclusives. And now they're trying to change the narrative about the exclusives. Sony didn't have any exclusives for the first 3 years. All they had was Bloodborne and The Last of Us remastered. Now, shall I digress? It's been about who having the better version of the multiplex. So if that how you say the ship stays its course, I do expect the Xbox One X to probably be the number one selling console in certain regions. Not saying it's going to surpass the PlayStation 4, but like I Yo, I'm back online. I don't know what the hell just happened. I don't know, but I may be listening. I'm here. Forgive me. I don't know what the hell. I just got booted offline, got thrown out of the lobby, and I don't know what the hell. But listen, it's still up. I'm happy. It's still here. Listen, as I was saying, I don't expect. I mean, sorry, I don't know what the last thing that I said, but whatever. So again, Microsoft's already working on the successor to the Xbox One X. And if I said this already, please forgive me. I just got booted off, and I don't know what the hell happened. They're already working on the successor to the Xbox One X, right? Hmm. So they're looking again to go head to head with Sony with the PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So again, that's a good thing. A good thing for gaming. Gaming's moving forward. It's dope shit. I can't wait, and I'm excited. You know what I mean? And as a gamer, um, should nobody want either the PlayStation to fail or even the Xbox? Nintendo, I really don't care about. I'm just being honest. You know, what I mean, they can do what they do because each advancement that the Microsoft makes, Sony's going to make, or each advances in tech and advancements in technology that Sony's going to make, Microsoft is going to make. You understand? So I miss the days of the big three competing against each other. You understand what I'm saying? But Nintendo refuses to get with the program. But shall I digress? You know what I mean? So I think this dope when they're both battling and again lobbying for our dollars. You know what I mean? But get the so uh, dope shit. I can't wait. The Xbox One X comes out November 7th. Bring it on. Give it to me. You know what I mean? And people are gonna say, "Well, that's too soon. I just bought the X." Listen, let me explain this to you, okay? How should I say this, right? Because people were saying, and I said this last year. I remember, and again, people don't understand. Maybe I hate to pull the race card, maybe because I'm black. I don't know, and I'm not even that black. But I said last year that Microsoft had to show the Xbox One X, or at least talk about it. You know what I mean? And first they said that I was lying; these consoles weren't coming. For those that what I'm talking about. And the reason why that is to show Sony that they're competing, or let the fans know that hey, we're here, we see you, we're competing. And people say, no, well the Xbox, well that's going to kill the sales of the Xbox, or which no, it's not. You know what I mean? It's not. And you then the Xbox One S went on and won several months. But not only that, when Microsoft showed we're not showed, but talked about their new console. What did everybody do on Twitter? They changed their name to the Scorpion sign. And it's crazy. I was saying for like a month that Microsoft has to do that. And in the first they said I was lying. And no way when Microsoft just do their fans like that, release new hardware and you see what happened to Sega, and I said it's not the same thing. They're not forcing you to upgrade to get something better. They're not. You can play the same software. For those of you that care about power, resolution, installation, hey, this is the console for you. You know what I mean? This is the console for you, for those of you that care about those type of things. You know what I mean? Um, but again, shall I digress, man? Shall I digress? Let me go to the comment section. Like I said, I haven't rocked out with you guys in a minute. I'm about to hop on live stream in a second. I haven't been there in a minute anyway. Uh, you lost me again? I'm not on the air? Yo, can you guys just say they lost me again? Can you guys hear me? Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell's going on here. So anyway, as I was saying, in the comment section, to me or whatever, how do you feel? Like, is this great? Hit the like button for me too. Hit the like, share it out. Is this good news for you that boom, Microsoft is competing? Uh, I think it's dope. You know what I mean? Whether you're an Xbox guy or a Sony dude or whatever, you know what I mean? Hey, Sony's working on some new stuff. Fine. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I was excited about the PlayStation 4 Pro. Why was that? Because we're talking about 4.2 teraflops, and I thought this console was going to give me better graphics. Not a, but how I feel about it. I told you guys time and time and again, uh, a higher resolution does not give you better graphics. I've said this numerous times, and again, this is the reason why I believe the PS4 Pro really didn't take off because it's all you get is a higher resolution, and especially when Sony came out, well, you got HDR on the regular PlayStation 4. You know what I mean? So then there was another incentive not to get the PS4 Pro because you said you want to give me HDR on the standard PlayStation 4. You know what I mean? So you had that thing right there, and again, the games don't look better graphically. You know what I mean? They look a little sharper. You know, what I mean, it's a higher resolution, but how you get better graphics are through the textures and the shaders and stuff like that. And the Pro does not give you that. Whereas the X, out of the back, you out of the gate, whether you got a 1080p TV or a 4K display, games are going to look better graphically. You know what I mean? So I got a bet with my man Porter Rock, the Latin assassin, that the Xbox Microsoft is going to outsell Sony in November. We betting the game. You know what I mean? We betting the game that the Xbox is going to sell the PlayStation in November. You know what I mean? But we shall see. But anyway, for those who just joined me now, I got an announcement. I'm working on something really big. Like I said, I haven't been doing videos in about 3 days. Your boy been back in hustling. Um, I got something. I'm working with several people from the podcast that I do. You know, BGST, the Xbox Be Fire, and the multiplayer. And I got this thing over there with the broadband bullies. You know what I mean? So I got something I'm working with, guys from there collectively we all gonna do. And then, like I said, I have some stuff I'm doing with some sponsors behind the scenes to make it fair for everyone. You know what I mean? That rocks out with me. So I'm still doing that. You know what I mean? But anyway, this is your boy Next Gen 720. Thank you for rocking out with me. Hey, Microsoft's gonna go head to head with the PlayStation 5. Now I told you guys in 2014, maybe you believe me now, when it comes to hardware, no longer will Microsoft be outgunned. I told you guys that then, and again I got called everything but a child of God. But it is what it is, man. And my man Porter Rock said, he gonna win that bet. You ain't gonna win it. Nothing. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna win nothing. Hey, Porter, let's be honest. Let's be real. First of all, are you even here legally to bet with me? You know what I mean? Now, listen, you ain't no man. I don't even know that you're even here legally to bet me, bro. So before I know, I make a bet with you. You may get deported by the time the Xbox One X comes out. So I might even take that bet seriously, man. I don't know about that. Yeah, I'm hopping on Street Fighter. But anyway, this is your boy Z. If you had bro, I have a PC. Let me tell you something, man. I don't know what the hell. Like, I listen, my man. First of all, hey, shout out to you, Top Dog, because you always join my live streams, right? I just want to say this, right? Bro, I have a PC. A very, very capable. My PC is probably stronger. I have the one I have here in front of me. I have two 980 Ti's. Those are kind of old cars. I know they had newer stuff, but I have a very, very capable PC. I don't care about gaming on PC. It's cool. I like the community of the Xbox. I like to talk to my friends. That's what I'm about. I don't. This is, you know what I mean. That's what I like, bro. You know what I mean. I don't. It's just, it's not just about power. I like the simplicity of consoles. You know what I mean? I'm just a console guy. You know, I will always be. I like to put my game in, and I don't want to deal with no. Bro. One thing I don't think a lot of PC guys keep it real when it comes to PC gaming is act like it's a breeze because it's not. You have issues. I bought several games, and this is back in 2012. When I got my first rig in I got 2012, I believe it was. Yeah, it was 2012 or early 2013. I'm sorry, either one of the two. But cool. I took advantage of when those Steam sales, bought all these damn games. I bought Dirt 3 to be exact, and the game wouldn't boot up. It kept giving me a blue screen of death. Now Steam didn't have no at the time. You got to send them an email, and I had to go Google it and go dumpster dump. I had to get a patch from over here from this Russian site to validate. Like I don't want to do all that, bro. You know what I mean? Plus, I don't want to deal with mouse and keyboard. You know what I mean? If I do decide to play a shooter, I like controllers. I'm not knocking those that do. That's just me, my man. You know what I mean? And honestly, I maybe would play more on PC if it was some exclusive that I may like. I don't like. I'm not into RTSs, and again, I'm not with the mouse and keyboard. I know you can use a controller, but to me, the way it feels to me, the controller is a second option. You know what I mean? And a lot of the games for me are not really, besides the multiplats, are not really made for a controller. This controller is a second, thought. You know what I mean? Where for consoles, whether it's a race or anything, the controller is the main primary input. That's just me, my man. Now I understand you like, but I like it, man. I don't care for any of the other stuff. You know what I mean, but anyway, man. Thank you for rocking out with me. I'm hopping on Street Fighter. Whatever. I'm going in. Whoever want it. You know what I mean, I'm hopping the live stream, and we out here. Bang bang. Listen, yeah, hey Porter Rock. I know you ain't gonna get the PlayStation 5 till it go down to about $200, but the next Xbox is gonna destroy the PlayStation 5. I'm bugging out. Yeah, I'm bugging out. Do me a favor, hit the like button. We out of here, man. Bang. Listen, I don't know what the hell happened. I got booted out, but I gotta find out what minute mark so I can edit that out of here. But we out here. Bang.